Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you're new to this channel, do also hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. So guys, people that work for 35 years, I mean military personnel that work for 35 years, are now begging for pension, which is not supposed to be so. But because of we are in Nigeria, you know how Nigeria system works, you know how corrupt they are. So these military personnel, they went to the street of Abuja protesting. Guys, military personnel that work for 35 years are now begging for pension. Guys, these retired soldiers, went out to the street of Abuja protesting for low pension and no pension at all. They served Nigeria for over 3 decades, fought in war, battled insurgents, secured our borders and stood in the line of fire so that the rest of us could sleep peacefully. But now in retirement, these soldiers are fighting a new battle, a battle for survival. On August 4th and 5th, 2025, scores of retired Nigerian soldiers, many of whom spent over 35 years in service, stormed the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja, not with guns but with placard, anger and heartbreak. Now, let me now tell you that these are not just any group of civilians. They are men who wore the uniform with honor, served in the Nigerian Army, Navy and Air Force, and gave the prime of their lives to defending this country. I would like you to watch that video. These military personnel, retired ones, have worked for 35 years. Some have no pension. Some receive peanuts as pension, which is unfair. And then it's not only just in the military. There are some school teachers that they get peanut as well as pension. Some have no pension at all. Not just school teachers, there are many others in different departments in this country that are underpaid when it comes to even pension. Now that brings me to how military personnel are treated in Nigeria, which is not supposed to be so. These military personnel, they volunteer to risk their life to protect us in this country, and then they don't even pay them well, they don't feed them well, they don't even treat the injured ones well. There was this Nigerian soldier that came out to advise Nigerian youths not to join the force at all because a lot is going on. He talked about how they don't pay them, how they don't feed them, how they abandon them. There are some that are in the hospital. In 44 is a military hospital. They are abandoned them. There are some that have been there for with sickness, with people that are supposed to go for surgery, and then they will abandon them. They have been there for so many years, they have been injured for so many years, but then they don't take care of them, they abandon them. Their mothers in the village are the ones now sending money for them to buy drug at least to survive. Guys, this is what is going on in the military. So the man came out to advise Nigerians not to join the force at all. Now take a look at this video where this woman was lamenting, saying that she worked for 35 years but no pension. Now she's now begging for pension. She risked her life, she sacrificed her time, worked for Nigeria, served with her whole heart, and now this is what she's getting in return: no pension or peanut as pension. Take a look at this video.
Imagine I served for 31 years and they are giving me 6.8 million. That is not even enough to buy a plot of land for myself, and I serve them, give my life for them. When I was in the army, if you see me, you will not even know. The majority of them cannot recognize me now as I have left the job. They were frustrating me up and down. Now pay us the money, they refuse. Pay us parking allowance, they refuse. Majority of us have never gotten with benevolent and the SDA. Pay us SDA, they refuse to pay us by right. As far as you reach 30 years in the service, they're supposed to pay us our SDA approved by the Nigerian defense complete. Instead, they are giving me 3.4 million, which is not up to half. As somebody that has served for 31 years, how can we be happy? President is doing for people to praise him. I want him to see this video. If army happen to go for strike for 24 hours, the whole Nigeria will sink. They will bomb that villa where in there inside. These people we are giving our life for them, and yet they are not recognizing soldiers. Can he stand without soldier? Can he even stand for even 1 minute without a soldier behind him? That he will now go and use 160 million naira to to just small girls that went for only how many weeks to go and play football so that they will praise them and give them house. Whereas you can imagine somebody that's after 31 years, some of us our legs are cut, some of us our hands are cut, some of us we are not complete anymore. Then you can't pay us our money complete. You cannot give us what.
As at 2024, there were increments in the system. The increment is supposed to reflect on the new chart, but they are still using the old one to pay. After some time, we wrote to them. We're expecting them to write back to us that they have there is an increment. They never write back, meaning they are sitting on top of that money. Until after we make a little protest, they now pay partially out of that money. Meaning our money is still with them. They don't want to pay that money. That is one aspect. That we are only talking about the gratuity now. Come to the SDA. The complete half of that SDA is still with them.
What is SDA?
Security Disbursement Allowance.
Disbursement.
That money is still with them. Now, talk of the parking allowance. The parking allowance is supposed to be paid after a few months. After they approve your voluntary discharge, after your terminal leave, they are supposed to pay you parking allowance after they pay your money for you to enable you park from the barrack. They didn't pay that money, and they have frustrated some of the people that are still living in the barrack because without that money, according to the OBA, without paying you that money, you are not allowed to leave the barrack. But they are chasing them out of the barrack. But you didn't pay them the money, but chasing them out of the barrack. Talk of the Benevolia and the Nawis. They pay old rate, the 2019 rate.
Okay, you said something. You said they did it to your fathers and your.
Yes,
but then you will not allow.
Yes, they did.
So it's actually appalling that, these soldiers that they send to war, they fight Boko Haram, they fight ISWAP, they respond to attack, but then after serving Nigeria with their whole heart, they are treated like this. Military personnel are one department that Nigerian government needs to treat them so well, because these people volunteer. Do you know what it means to volunteer to fight for a country? Meaning that there are many that even lost their life at the process. Yes. I was so sad when I heard that Tinubu actually rewarded, super falcons and left Nigerian soldiers, both the retired ones. And meanwhile, these soldiers are protesting, saying, even the police, they're protesting, saying that they're underpaid, saying that, they don't treat them well. I mean, people that are fighting for this country, people that are at the front line, fighting for this country. These are one group that's supposed to be treated so well because they pass through a lot just to fight for this country. And it's appalling that Nigerian government are not seeing their efforts. Like, I'm not saying that rewarding falcon is a bad thing or is a crime. It's not a crime, but as you're rewarding them, do the same to soldiers. If you even check it, these soldiers need it more than them. Yes, they need it more than them. So I just wish the president can do the right thing. So this is all for now. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.